Hello all, DWING97 here, and this is the second tutorial. We just went over all of the ship and submarine signs, and now we're going to do the aircraft sign. So if you haven't seen these, go back and take a look at it, and that can help with that. So let's begin. Same rules apply for aircraft engines. Engine, the number sign that you're putting on. So if it's your first sign, you put 1. If it's your second sign, you put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until you run out of rooms to put signs, I guess. But you don't really need more than like 2 or 3. And 1 works just fine on most aircrafts because they're made of wool. So we've got our wonderful Engine 1, Airplane 1, which has a pretty good speed and more than enough power. If you're doing like bombing runs and stuff like that, where you need to be exact, like you're flying over a small ship and you want to be right over the top of something, airplane ones are perfect. They don't have a lot of power, but that slow speed enables you to be nice and accurate. Granted, all of these engines are pretty cheap. Speed 16 and power 140 on the airplane 2. That's not bad. Granted, it's a little bit faster, so you're not going to be as accurate with bombs. Same speed 16 and a little bit more power there for a little bit more price. So granted, just an engine 3 would be fine if you want your speed 16 and you get a little more power for a little more money. Next is your airplane engine 4, speed of 18. So you go a little faster and the same power. And that's more of like a fighter jet engine, so you can sneak up on people pretty quickly and get out of there. Then you make the really big speed jump, which granted 24 is a bit nuts, and a little bit more power though. And yeah, the Corsair uses that because Corsair is kind of heavy. It's made out of stone and wool and other stuff like that. So it needs a little bit more power, and the speed is a bit ridiculous. I don't like going more than about 18 because then I'm not accurate. The next one, a little bit pricier, as you can see, based off of the $50 engine way down there. Uh, a lot more power and the same speed there for just $100 more. And P-38, yeah, that's a larger aircraft, so it needs a little bit more power to get it to move. And then we get a little bit crazy over here. A little more power, a little more speed, or a little less speed than this one. So it's more power than speed in this case. And then you've got your airplane 8, which frankly, speed of 28 is just stupid. That's like if you're trying to cross map in like 5 minutes. That's the only thing that would be used for. And $5,000 for that is nuts. So one thing that you really want to be aware of is, I know the main sign for airplanes is ship, like for example a ship. For airplanes is aircraft, not airplane, whereas the engines are airplane. So you got to make sure that you know which one's which. So on the main sign it's aircraft, and on your engine signs it's airplane. So yeah, that's all of your aircraft sign. I'll do a nice zoom out. That way you can pause here if you need to go put one on your aircraft or whatever you need there. And we're back. Alright. Then you've got your tank engines. Nice and simple. Same rules apply for all engines. It's just tank 1 and tank 2. And then numerically, however many tank engines you want to put on there. You don't need more than like 2 or 3, yet again. And this one's got a speed of 4. Power of 200, which is plenty. If you're using lots of iron, you're probably going to need like 2 or 3 tank 1 engines, and they're nice and cheap. But if you want more power and more speed, granted you got to pay more money. Yay, capitalism. And you got a lot more power there, so twice, and your speed's twice as much. One thing that I need to point out is if you put 2 of your tank 1 engine ones on here, your speed is going to stay the same, but your power is going to double. So if you put 7 tank 1 engines on here, you're not going to get 28 speed. That's not how that works. You're just going to get more power. It's like adding more batteries. It doesn't go faster, it just makes it more efficient. So yeah, nice and simple there. I will let you pause if you need to. Go ahead again if you haven't taken a look at all of the shipyard, ship and submarine signs. Those are pretty important in the previous video. So thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you all Later.